The Pro Day circuit rolling into Tuscaloosa today, and 2021 Heisman Trophy winner Bryce Young in a much-anticipated throwing session. All there to see Bryce Young throw it for the first time in 82 days.
I was happy to just be out there throwing my guys again. This is a special process. Just me being able to have this opportunity is something I definitely don't take for granted. So I have to continue to keep perfecting my craft. It's encouraging, but I know that the job's not done. There's a lot more that I want to improve on, get better at, and there's a long journey ahead, my future, wherever that's at. I want to put my best foot forward. I want to present myself in the best way, and I'm grateful for all the teams that I've talked to, that I've interviewed with, and everything in between. All I can do is, try to put my best foot forward, try to do what I did today, and let my film speak for itself outside of that. And, I can't control where I'm drafted, who drafts me, but whoever does, I'll be super grateful for them to take a chance on me.
This is really a comparison between the performer, Bryce Young, and the prototype, which is C.J. Stroud. Yeah. If he performs at a high level, it makes it easier to ignore some of the physical things that you normally look at when you're talking about the quarterback. Do you want the guy that can, paint by the numbers, or do you want the guy that might offer something special? If Bryce Young gives you a little bit of that today, where you can just see how he's going to be special in a different way, yeah, he can become the number 1 overall pick, and the Panthers to hitch their wagon to him. This guy is special. He's been special throughout his time at Alabama. We just need a reminder so we can give him his just due.
You look at the guys that were undersized that have had tremendous success. Now let's take Kyler Murray and put him to the side. Obviously coming off an injury, he's had some success as a player, but that we're still learning about what he's going to be. The ones you can't debate are Drew Brees and Russell Wilson. And if you look at the qualities they had in terms of their preparation, their intelligence, Bryce Young has those things. He has the qualities you need as an undersized player at that position to be successful.
Even though he lacks the height, he's always locked and loaded. The ball is not lower, it's more of his chest, and his delivery, which that quick release is because of how close the ball is to his upper body. So which the transition, no wasted movement. So I just thought that was pretty interesting because they talk about height, that he is fully aware of where he is in the height department. So he's adapted, and to be able to compensate with his technique and his technical aspect, to be able to compensate with that to make a quicker release.
He's got the ability, you'll see it with his quickness and his urgency and his setup. Like, he's got really, really quick feet, but then he has the ability to calm things down once he gets to the top of his drop. That's difficult to do. A lot of times when you see guys get out quick, they can't slow back down. He has that ability to be able to get back, use that quickness and suddenness to get back. But then Buck at the top, he's able to kind of slow things down a little bit. His instincts are off the charts. Yeah. In other words, he can make the play come alive off the paper with the X's and O's as it's designed, but it doesn't always work clean like that. When you get some of that mud, you get some of that mess, he just has a natural instinct for space, awareness, and get the ball where it needs to go.
Bryce is running his own drills versus being instructed on what he's going to do. So right now you're looking at Bryce, he's telling the receivers what they're going to do. So he's showing his leadership. He's been known to be a very quiet guy, but don't confuse his quietness as a lack of desire, right? This is their dream, to be here, and he's there. He's talking to guys, telling them what he does. His father is a psychologist, a counselor, and Bryce has those same traits where he's a people reader. And you want that out of your quarterback, who can also, true leadership is about, can you curb your message depending on the different teammates? And he has that trait, talk to people. He has that. Those are the intangibles. Those are the boxes that scouts are checking when they're talking, when they're doing the research. They want to know about those things. And Bryce checks those boxes, not just with a check, but a check plus. He's a well-spoken, quiet young kid, but his quietness, like his feet, his calmness, does not take away from his desire to be a darn good NFL football player. Bryce Young has performed against first, second, third, fourth round guys in the NFL that will be starters. Yes, his height or his measurables is not ideal. But I would rather take a quarterback, hearing from some people, who processes quickly, who spins the ball. One scout told me, I love the way he spins the ball, right? His timing. Do you want to get a guy who has the measurables but doesn't process, doesn't spin the ball quickly, doesn't get out his arm and cannot confirm where they're going before the snap of the ball they're discovering? He doesn't do that. He is a young man that is 5'10", small frame, that has the ability to process quickly, put the ball where he needs to be. He's the quickest, and he processes at another level. That's the information that I've got. At the end of the day, God makes us all differently and unique. And he's unique, and he's not a guy you want to pass up because he doesn't have those measurables.